How are you doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So, I was on the YouTube streets last night and I kind of went down a rabbit hole, and this kind of needs to be addressed because I just found this out. So, apparently, a law has been passed in Tennessee that makes it illegal for drag queens to perform. It also means that anybody caught in drag, whether it's men dressing up as women or women dressing up as men, can also be arrested out on the public streets. And that led me into a deeper hole of what is going on in our country. And I found something completely scary about our country that is going on right now. Currently, there are 451 anti LGBTQ bills going through the states of the United States of America right now. Now, the ones that have the most bills going through is Texas, Tennessee, Kentucky, both Virginias, Indiana, and North Dakota. Now, while some of these bills will be defeated and some have been defeated, there is one correlating thing that they all share. And I'm going to get to that. And we're going to get into that right now. Not only does it target health, not only do these bills target healthcare, the majority of these bills target schools and education, civil rights, freedom of speech, and expression. Now, before you think I'm going off the proverbial deep end here about all these bills that are going through right now, as you can see, a lot of these bills are advancing in Indiana. Some were defeated in Iowa. But as you keep going down, there's a lot more advancing. Some have even been passed into law. But I want to actually bring this up because this is what is worrying me. Okay? A lot of these schools and education that are passing right now targets trans youth. Literally, they target trans youth. State lawmakers are trying to prevent trans students from participating in school activities like sports. They're also trying to force teachers to out students and censor any in school discussions of LGBTQ. Now, what is worrying about all of this, and I think a lot of you know where I'm going with this, is that LGBTQ youth are already bullied as it is. But these bills specifically force teachers to out students and literally make them a bigger target. Okay? Now, under the health care, which a lot of these are also under, These bills target access to medically necessary health care, like Medicaid for transgender people. Many of these bills ban affirming care for trans youth and can create criminal penalties for providing this care. These bills exempt identical treatments offered to cisgender youth or are forced onto intersex youth. Other bills block funding to medical centers that offer gender affirming care or block insurance coverage of health care for transgender people. Which I have to say, blocking insurance coverage of healthcare for transgender people should be actually a big red flag for anybody, because the majority of health insurance in America is still privatized. So I'm actually thinking this one here alone should be causing a lot of ruckus and a lot of major lawsuits. This also brings us to a couple of other things that these bills are trying to do. These bills attempt to undermine and weaken non discrimination laws by allowing employers, businesses, and even hospitals to turn away LGBTQ people or refuse them equal treatment. Under the free speech and expression, despite the safeguards of the First Amendment's right to free expression, politicians are fighting to restrict how and when LGBTQ people can be themselves, limiting access to books about them and trying to ban or censor performances like drag shows. Like I said, Tennessee has already done that. This is a huge problem in America right now. So not only did they undermine abortion rights in this country, they're trying to undermine equality in this country, which I was thinking in the back of my head, what is next for the states out there? What is literally next for everything? Are they going to start going after people of color? I mean, it's already hard enough for them to vote, to get housing, to find equal opportunities. What are they going to do? Are they going to dismantle equality for everybody that they do not deem worthy, or that they don't deem equal in their eyes? This is a stepping stone to literally a bigoted, hate-filled country. Now, I did put the link down so you can see where all these bills are being tracked, what states have what, but this is really, really concerning. Like I said, the state Supreme Court undermined abortion rights. Now states are taking it upon themselves to literally undo everything that people work so hard to pass. What is next in this country? Like I said, at this point, everything is now on the table. Nothing is off the table anymore. This is totally messed up. Like I said, I don't like to think about it, but reality is this. Who's next on the chopping block? Is it going to be people of color? Is it going to be people with different political views? Is it going to be people with different religions? What is next to be persecuted, to be judged unlawful? When I saw what was going on last night, and when I heard what was going on, I had to look into this. There are so many bills targeting the LGBTQ right now. It's not even funny. Now, like I said, some of these bills may not be passed into law, but it's the scary part that even one of them is passed into law. You've effectively got states now determining what they can, they're deciding what they can censor and basically who has rights and who don't, despite what the Constitution says. And in my eyes, that is very scary. These politicians have overstepped a boundary that should have not been crossed at all. These laws that are passed or are trying to pass literally infringe pretty much on everybody. Think about it like this. Let's say it's Halloween. You're dressed up as a dude. These laws are so vague that they leave it up to interpretation of the law. That means that a dude dressed up as Marilyn Monroe for a Halloween party could be arrested off the streets. That means a woman on Halloween dressed up as MacGyver can be arrested off the streets. This is downright scary. This is downright disgusting. But not only that, you've got them targeting children. A lot of these also target children. They are effectively wanting to paint targets on minors. In what world is that okay? It's not okay. It's not okay at all to paint a target on minors, regardless of your beliefs. This is a scary time, literally, to be an American, regardless of who you are or who you identify as. Because this means that there is no limit to what they will try to do to undermine everybody's basic rights in order to fill their own hate-filled agenda. You're right, that Amber chick. You're right. I could go on about the whole political spectrum. But the reality is this, okay? Regardless of who you vote for, regardless of your party's affiliation, no party should undermine the basic rights of humans. Nobody should have that power. Nobody should have the power to willfully and ignorantly ignore the Constitution. I cannot believe that a lot of politicians want to turn back time so quickly. Am I shocked? Am I surprised? In a way, yes. While I understood there were people out there that were bigoted, I did not actually think they would go this far. But like I said, we're at a time now that everything is on the table. This is the time to panic. What does this mean? What is next? Are they going to tell women that they can't work anymore? Are they going to tell women that their only lot in life is to be at home and pregnant? Are they going to tell people of color that oh, well, we already know that they're trying to undermine the voting, but are they going to come back and go, oh, well, you don't have the right to go here, or you don't have the right to work here, or you can't use the bathroom here? This is very scary. This is appalling. And you know what? I probably might end up losing my channel for this, but you know what? I'm literally disgusted with the politicians of this country right now. In what world does any politician think that this is okay to do? In what world? In what world is it okay to undermine basic rights of everybody just to fill their agenda? It's not. This needs to stop. Literally, it needs to stop. Like I said, I don't care what your affiliations are. I don't care what you identify as. But the moment you let hatred and bigotry win, everybody loses. These same laws that are targeting a minority can be used to target everybody. It's just a matter of changing a few words. And that's why I said everybody should be worried right now. Because, like I said, it means that these politicians are going to do anything to shape their view of the US, and that's not how it should be. You're right there, Mayor. Like I said, the link is down below. You can track the anti-LGBTQ bills. But remember what I said. They can be reworded to target anybody. And everybody should be scared right now. I had to bring this to the forefront because I want people to share this information. I want people to share this video. I want people to know that despite of how far we come, we still have a long ways to go to get ahead. But as long as we have people in power that are filled with hatred and bigotry, that are willing to ignore basic human rights, everybody is going to lose, regardless of who you are. I can see your point there, Black Hat Music. I can see your point. I just had to go live to address this because this issue is bigger than what is underneath the surface. Like I said, these bills can be rewritten to target anybody. I thank you all for joining. I hope you all, share this video. I hope you all carry this warning with you. I really do. Because, like I said, it means nothing is off the table anymore. I bid you all a great Tuesday evening. I will be back Saturday, I promise. And I will see you all then. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate all of you. So I will see you all soon.